Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. I am Pretty Classy Lady, and today I have a new video idea. This is for the cryptid community. I will be talking about the legend of the Florida skunk ape. Now you might be asking, why am I in sleeping clothes? Well, this is going to be like my pajama story time. I don't know if y'all can see it, but got on my pajamas, sleeping cap. So this is just going to be like a story time about cryptid creatures, discussion. We're just going to see how it goes. So according to the Cryptid wiki page, the skunk ape is most notably found in Florida, of course, by the name, but has also been seen in states like Texas, Georgia, and Louisiana. So according to the Cryptid wiki page, it has black fur, glowing red eyes, which is unusual if this was a typical primate, which is why there is so much controversy, and people think this is an unknown creature. Now, the name skunk ape allegedly comes from the terrible skunk-like smell that this skunk ape has. The first ever sightings of the skunk ape were found in the 1960s and 70s in Dade County, Florida. But over 2 decades later, a woman who wanted to remain anonymous sent in a letter to the Sarasota County Police Department. Now, this letter had 2 photos attached of what a woman assumed to be an escaped orangutan. Dear Sir or Madam, enclosed, please find some pictures I took in late September or early October of 2000. My husband says he thinks it is an orangutan. Is someone missing an orangutan? It is hard to judge from the photos how big this orangutan really is. It is in a crouching position in the middle of standing up from where it was sitting. It froze as soon as the flash went off. I didn't even see it as I took the first picture because it was so dark. As soon as the flash went off, for the second time, it stood up and started. I then heard the orangutan walk off into the bushes. From where I was standing, I judge it as being about 6.5 to 7 feet tall in a kneeling position. As soon as I realized how close it was, I got back in the house. It had an awful smell that lasted well after it had left my yard. The orangutan was making a deep whoop noises. It sounded much further away than it turned out to be. If I had known it was close to the hedgerow as it was, I wouldn't have walked up as close as I did. I'm a senior citizen, and if this animal had come out of the hedgerow after me, there wasn't a thing I could have done about it. I was about 10 foot away from it when it stood up. I'm concerned because my grandchildren like to come down and explore my backyard. An animal this big could hurt someone seriously. For 2 nights prior, it had been taking apples that my daughter brought down from up north off our back porch. These pictures were taken on the 3rd night it had raided my apples. It only came back 1 more night after that and took some more apples that my husband had left out in order to get a better look at it. We left out 4 apples. I cut 2 of them in half. The orangutan only took the whole apples. We didn't see it take them. We waited up, but eventually had to go to bed. We got a dog back there now, and as far as we can tell, the orangutan hasn't been back. Please find out where this animal came from and who it belongs to. It shouldn't be loose like this. I called a friend that used to work with animal control back up north, and he told us to call the police. I don't want any fuss or people with guns trapezing around our back house. We live near I-75, and I'm afraid this orangutan could cause a serious accident if someone hit it. I once hit a deer that wasn't even a quarter of the size of this animal, and it totaled my car. At the very least, this animal belongs in a place like Busch Gardens where it can be looked after properly. Why haven't people been told that an animal is loose? How are people to know how dangerous this could be? If I had known an animal like this was loose, I wouldn't have approached it. I saw on the news that monkeys get loose and carry hepatitis and are very dangerous. Please look after this situation. I don't want my backyard to turn into someone else's circus. God bless. I prefer to remain anonymous. Now you can see by the emotion in that woman's letter that she was extremely concerned just at the thought of this being a wild, known animal. Now imagine if someone knew that this was a cryptid animal. How scared would they be then? After this picture gets released and the news starts to spread, people go crazy with the information. People from the cryptid community, skeptics saying it's just an orangutan. Personally, to me, it does kind of look like an orangutan, but at the same time, where would it come from? Did it escape from a research lab? Did it get out of a... If it got out of a zoo, people would know. But the fact that it was that comfortable getting up to human beings, which usually primates or any type of wild animal is not. But this cryptid creature, I've heard of stories of people gifting Bigfoot and other unknown creatures food so that they think that was an offering to keep coming back. And once the people took the picture, did the creature feel like, oh no, I can't come back here. Another thing that makes this story very suspicious is the fact that it seems that no one else saw this creature after that story broke out. So was it captured? Did someone take out the animal? Was it someone else that didn't want this to be known? What do y'all think happened? I say I don't know what was particularly in that picture, but I do know there's other footage out of people saying they have seen other skunk apes. Ooh. Other skunk apes in the Florida area. And so this is just one of those things that, are we ever going to really know an answer? I'm not sure. I think the skunk ape could be real. But what do y'all think? Again, this is just a new video idea I'm trying out. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Let me know what you think of this style of video. And let me know what other cryptids you would like to hear me talk about, because I plan to talk about a lot more. And so yeah, let's get the discussion started. Thank y'all for watching, and stay safe in the woods.